Hey everyone! Today we're diving into some essential first date tips. Whether you're meeting at a restaurant, cafe, or bar, we've got you covered. Plus, we'll talk about how to dress to impress. Because let's be honest, first impressions are huge, right? You want to look good, feel good, and not have spinach in your teeth the whole time. I'm just saying, it happens to the best of us. We're here to help you navigate all those little things so you can focus on, the actual date part. So, you've made the connection online, the messages have been flying back and forth like crazy, and now it's time for the real deal, the first date. It's exciting. A little bit terrifying maybe, just a tad, but mostly exciting, I promise. And the big question on everyone's mind, right after what on earth am I going to wear, is where do we go? The location can really set the stage for everything. You want something that feels right for both of you, a place where you can actually hear each other talk. Unless you're into communicating through interpretive dance on a first date, which hey, you do you. We're going to explore 3 fantastic options today. The classic restaurant, the cool and casual cafe, and the fun-loving bar. We'll look at why each one can be a great choice, what kind of vibe it offers, and how it can help you make that all-important connection. And then, the other big piece of the puzzle, what to wear. Because feeling confident in your outfit? Oh, that's half the battle won right there, believe me. So stick around, we've got lots to talk about. It's gonna be fun, I can feel it. Alright, first up on our grand tour of date spots, the restaurant. I mean, it's a classic for a reason, isn't it? It's like the reliable friend you can always count on. Think about it, you've got a built-in activity eating. So even if the conversation hits a tiny, minuscule, barely noticeable lull, which it won't because you're charming and you've watched this video, but if it did, you can always talk about the breadsticks. Wow, these breadsticks are exceptionally bready today. See, instant conversation gold. Restaurants offer this lovely structured environment. You're seated, there's service, it feels like a proper date, It shows you put some thought into it, which is always a good thing. Plus, who doesn't love food? Seriously. Then there's the ambiance. Oh, the ambiance, darling. This is where restaurants really shine. You can pick a place that's cozy and romantic with dim lighting. Very flattering, by the way. Thank you, dim lighting. You're doing the Lord's work. Or you could go for something a bit more upbeat and modern. Maybe with an open kitchen so you can watch the chefs do their amazing, fiery, pan-flipping thing. It's like a little show with your dinner. The key, and this is important, is choosing a place where you can actually hear each other. Super loud music that makes your teeth vibrate? Not ideal for a first date. You don't want to be shouting, "I said I work in advanced algorithm design," across the table. Unless you do, then shout away, you genius. And the conversation. A restaurant setting is fantastic for good old-fashioned talking, getting to know each other. You're facing each other, there are fewer distractions than, say, trying to have a deep chat at a monster truck rally. And the pace of the meal itself, appetizers, main course, maybe even dessert if you're feeling daring, and you should feel daring, gives you natural conversation breaks and new topics. How's your salmon? Delicious. How's your not salmon dish that looks equally intriguing? It's a journey you're on together, a culinary journey. And you learn a lot about someone by how they treat the waitstaff, how they eat their spaghetti. Do they twirl with precision, or do they embrace the chaos? Important investigative stuff, people. Let's not forget the sheer glorious variety of food options. This is a massive plus. Whether you're a steak aficionado, a pasta fanatic, a devout vegetarian, a committed vegan, or someone who just really loves a good, elaborate salad, there's usually a restaurant that caters to everyone. This is great because it takes the pressure off. You don't have to play detective trying to figure out if your date will find something they like. Most menus are online these days, so you can even do a little recon. Oh, you mentioned you like artisanal pickles? This place has artisanal pickles and artisanal olives. Okay, maybe not artisanal olives, but you get the idea. It's about being considerate and making them feel comfortable. And finally, a restaurant date just feels a little more special, doesn't it? It has a certain gravitas. It says, I'm taking this seriously. I'm interested in getting to know you beyond just a quick text. It's an investment of time. And yes, a little bit of money. But it can really pay off in terms of connection and showing genuine interest. Plus, if things go really well, You'll always have your song if the restaurant's playlist is good, or your dish that you both loved and can reminisce about. Or, a funny story about how one of you accidentally launched a pea across the room with a fork. It's all about making memories. Good, slightly embarrassing, all of it. So definitely consider the restaurant. It's a strong, strong contender in the first date Olympics. Next up, let's talk about the wonderfully relaxed and charming world of cafe dates. Oh, I love a good cafe. The smell of freshly ground coffee beans, the gentle clinking of cups and saucers, the low, soothing hum of conversation, it's all so wonderfully chill. If you're looking for something a bit more low-key, a bit less big production number than a full 3-course dinner, a cafe could be your absolute perfect first date spot. It's like the comfy favorite sweater of date locations. You just feel instantly at ease, There's less pressure. It's easier to be your authentic self. And if you accidentally laugh so hard that a little bit of latte foam flies out your nose, well, it's a cafe. People have probably seen much, much worse. Probably, I hope. The true beauty of a cafe date lies in its inherent casualness and flexibility. It's not a huge time commitment, which can be really great if you're both super busy people. Or if you're just, testing the waters, dipping a toe in the dating pool, so to speak. You can meet for an hour, grab a delicious latte or a fancy tea, have a great chat, and if it's a match made in caffeinated heaven, fantastic! You can then plan something a little longer, a little more involved for date number 2. And if it's not quite a love connection, well, you've had a nice coffee, hopefully a pleasant conversation, and you can both go about your day without that slightly awkward feeling of being stuck through dessert when you knew at appetizers it wasn't a vibe. It's an elegant exit strategy, if you will. Not that you'll need it, because you're amazing. And for all you coffee lovers out there, and I know there are a lot of you, I see you with your intricate pour-over contraptions and your encyclopedic knowledge of single-origin beans. A cafe is practically a pilgrimage site, isn't it? It's your happy place. You can bond over your shared passion for a good dark roast, or playfully debate the merits of oat milk versus almond milk versus, yak milk, if that's a thing now. It's an instant conversation starter. Oh, you like a flat white with a double shot? I'm more of a decaf soy latte person myself, but I deeply respect your choices. See? Diplomacy and shared interests. Plus, many cafes have those irresistible pastries and little sweet treats. A shared croissant? Very romantic, very European. Or you can each get your own giant muffin. Sharing is caring, but so is having your own muffin. The relaxed atmosphere of a cafe also means you can focus more on the person sitting across from you and less on, say, which of the 7 forks is for the salad. There's usually a nice gentle buzz of activity, but it's generally quiet enough that you can actually hear each other speak without resorting to megaphones. You can find a cozy corner, perhaps by a window, people watch a little bit together. Oh, look at that adorable dog in a tiny raincoat. And just let the conversation flow naturally, like a perfectly brewed cup of tea. It's less about performance and more about genuine connection. And if there's a little bit of background noise, it can actually make those natural pauses in conversation feel less, awkwardly silent. Plus, let's be practical for a moment. Cafes are usually pretty affordable, which is always a welcome bonus, right? You don't have to break the bank to make a good impression or have a lovely time. It shows you're thoughtful, down to earth, and that you value good company over grand gestures. And let's be real. Sometimes the best, most meaningful conversations happen over a simple cup of coffee or tea. It's warm, it's comforting, and it kind of encourages you to open up a little, share a story, have a laugh. So if you're aiming for a first date that's relaxed, easy breezy, and perfect for just getting to know someone without any unnecessary fuss or formality, the cafe is your friend. Your very caffeinated, very stylish, very friendly friend. All right, let's switch gears now and mosey on over to the bar. Now, a bar date can be incredibly fun, really lively, and a fantastic way to break the ice, especially if you're both feeling a little bit of those first date jitters. If you and your date are looking for something with a bit more energy, a place where you can laugh out loud, maybe even play a game of pool or darts if the bar has them, and if your aim is better than mine, then this could be the spot for you. It's less formal than a sit-down dinner, often more upbeat and buzzing than a quiet cafe. And it just has that, let's unwind and have a good time kind of vibe, you know? It's like the party animal of date locations, but, a sophisticated, well-behaved party animal that knows when to call it a night. The great thing about a bar, for some, is that it often has a built-in social lubricant, drinks. Now, I'm not saying you need alcohol to have fun or to connect. Not at all. Not for a second. Many bars these days have amazing mocktails, really creative non-alcoholic concoctions, fancy sodas, all sorts of delicious options if you're not drinking alcohol. But having a drink in hand, whether it's a craft beer, a cool signature cocktail, or a sparkling water with a fancy lime wedge, can sometimes help ease those initial first date nerves. It gives you something to do with your hands, other than nervously twiddling your thumbs, and it can get the conversation flowing a little more freely. Just remember to pace yourself, of course. We want good, clear, happy memories, not blurry. What happened last night? Ones. A bar's environment is often buzzing with energy, and that can be a real advantage, especially if you're someone who thrives in a more dynamic setting. If you're a little nervous, the background noise and general activity can actually take some of the pressure off. You're not sitting in stark, echoing silence, There's usually music playing, people chatting and laughing, maybe a game on a TV in the corner, though try not to get distracted by the game unless your date is also super into it. It creates a shared experience. You can comment on the terrible 80s music, or the interesting artwork on the walls, or that person at the end of the bar who looks vaguely like a celebrity you both admire. Is that? No, it couldn't be. But the hair is very similar. Instant bonding moment. Plus, bars often offer a delightful variety of seating options, which is more important than you might think. You might be perched at the bar itself, where you can chat with the bartender and watch them work their magic. Or you could find a cozy booth tucked away in a corner for more private conversation. Or maybe even an outdoor patio area if the weather's playing nice. This flexibility allows you to kind of tailor the experience to your comfort level. Want to be in the middle of all the action and energy? Sit at the bar. Prefer something a bit more intimate for deeper conversation? A booth is great. It's like choosing your own adventure first date edition. And many bars also serve food, from tasty snacks and appetizers to full meals, so you can always grab a bite if you get hungry. Ultimately, a bar date is about having fun, letting your hair down a bit, and seeing if you click with someone in a more relaxed, social setting. It's great for people who are outgoing and enjoy a bit of a buzz, or for those who want a date that feels a little less like a formal interview and more like just hanging out and seeing what happens. You can learn a lot about someone by how they are in a livelier environment. Do they engage with the atmosphere? Do they seem comfortable and happy? Do they have a signature dance move they spontaneously break out when their favorite song comes on? Okay, maybe save the signature dance moves for the third or fourth date, but you get the picture. It's about fun, connection, and maybe discovering your new favorite drink or local band together. So, we've talked restaurants with their lovely ambiance, we've explored cafes with their chill vibes, we've even bellied up to the bar. Metaphorically speaking, of course. Each one of these spots has its own special magic for a first date, doesn't it? The most important thing, really, when you boil it all down, is choosing a place where you both feel comfortable, where you can be yourselves, and where you can actually connect. Because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Connection. And finding someone who laughs at your jokes, even the not-so-funny ones that you thought were hilarious in your head. We all have those. I have a whole catalog I could share, maybe another time. And don't forget our little chat about what to wear. It's not about transforming into someone you're not, or squeezing into something wildly uncomfortable just because it's trendy. It's about wearing something that makes you feel confident, comfortable, and like the amazing, unique, fabulous person you already are. When you feel good in your clothes, that shines through, believe me. It's like an instant mood booster, a secret superpower. So pick that outfit that makes you stand a little taller, smile a little wider, and go, yeah, I look good, I feel good. Because you do. It's all about putting your best foot and your best dressed self forward. And there you have it. Whether you choose a restaurant, cafe, or bar, remember to dress stylishly and appropriately to impress your date. Good luck and have fun. Because dating should be fun, right? It's an adventure. Go out there, be your wonderful self, have a great time, laugh a lot, and who knows, maybe you'll meet someone truly special. We're all rooting for you from over here. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.